Hello, guys, and welcome back. If you joined us, this is like the smaller part of the session that still remains. We're going to do just like perhaps two games, like two 1v1s. Earlier, I did two 1v1s, then like I had dinner and just was I was just chilling around, resting a bit. Sometimes I also have like my own off time. Uh, Either I just decide to abstract and like watch TV, some documentary, and basically doing nothing but in a healthy way. And yeah, it was like a stressful day I had today, so I decided to have like less energy demanding activities, so to speak. So very chill and very relaxing kind of uh, end of day. And I'm coming for, just a few games, not that much. And by the way, canals. I am sure I never tried this map before. We'll see about that. Let's see. Oh, that's a long description. A network of winning rivers forms a complex web that both connects and divides. Take control of the rivers, but be wary of any flanking maneuvers from your enemies. The forests surrounding the valley are vast but exposed. Okay, this means that the main wood line is like on the edges, and then you might like have water war. I'll try to figure it out. I'm sure that there's uh, a kind of plan and quick build order. Oh, and shit, I'm facing Italians, which means things will be very fast. Uh, Against Italians, a fast castle would be important, right? Or a feudal army. If I do a feudal army, what happens is it will overwhelm me with knights at some point. I don't know. There's fish. Okay, I might use that. Probably we have some cows in the surroundings. This is definitely my first time playing this particular map, and therefore I do not expect victory. It's unreasonable when you're facing experienced opponents who, for sure, have tried this map. I mean, if I would be playing like Arabia or um, one of those map types that is like classic and standard, I played those time and time again. For those kinds of map, it's kind of easy to me, but when it's the case of this type of map, and against potentially, experienced, also known as smurf accounts, it's going to be a lot more different. I really don't know, like, if I don't have any more cows. There are still those turtles, like, let's make like a dog, right? I think it's, misclicks here. It's only misclicks, unfortunately. Uh, Hmm, I think he's a Spanish, so I'll tell. Welcome. Well, he has no idea as me, or at least he's pretending to have no idea. And we're kind of like making a joke on that. Um, Okay, have fun. That's the most important thing. I mean, this game is not restricted only for like men or like one type of sex, or I don't know about those new conventions, if it's correct or not to say if just there is like one sex and another sex, if there are two sex, or if there's something else. I really don't care about that. I think I just play. Like in that, how you call it, that movie, which is like, it was Riddick. I don't know which series of Riddick, because there's like several movies. It's not Pitch Black. It's the one from like the Helion Prime stuff. Uh, Basically Van Diesel doing Riddick, he says, "I'm just here, the back of the bus." It's kind of the same thing here. So whatever this game is or becomes, I'm just sitting on the back of the bus and trying to figure out this thing. Oh, this is like literally a noob playing, like noob Timor in how you call this? Canals? Yeah, canals. Or channels, or whatever it is. Oh, on top of that, there's the usual housing. Oops. Ah, there goes the board. Away. Oh shit, and forgot to do the house. Disastrous. This is basically like if I'm playing this game for the very first time at the stage. Don't expect anything extraordinary. Hey, we got a house. At least we are no longer housed. God damn it. Let's go up. Yeah, at least we're going up, guys. Disastrous. What the heck am I doing? Sometimes I think like I really don't know what to do. Especially when I'm playing a completely different map. You know, it's like once I play this type of map after the 5th or the 7th time, I might get the hang of it. Like walling around. This is like learning that I'm doing for the next 4 or 5 games, not even the next game. And shit, I also forgot that we need more wood. And I think it's a good idea to wall this part. Mm-hmm. I'll wall this. Well, at least we're up. Like, I really don't know. I mean, I really have no clue. I'm just clicking buttons at this stage. New map, like, ooh. So what the heck could we do? This? Hmm. I think I'll do that. Gold. We have gold? Yes, we do have. It looks like I'm moving for a fast castle strategy. Hmm. He still has a way out, technically. I have not fully trapped the guy. I don't say that the opponent is a new player, but he might not be that experienced in this particular kind of map. He knows where I have my wood line. Ugh. It's always a problem. There's like some fishing spots, but it will take long to get this. He knows that I kind of trapped him. Let's explore his base. This more farms. And he has idle time. That could be scary. What if he's deciding to go like for a castle drop? Or she is deciding to go for a castle drop, as it's a she. So, I'll do this. I'm not doing those things. Not too many, but a few. And I'll do like display. Preparing for like a castle drop in this map. We'll see how this goes. Just because... Ooh, that was fast. Oh shit! 2 archery ranges. Holy shit. Oh my god. That's going to be very complicated. If he's going to come with... Like, what am I going to do? He's going to go crossbows. Oh. Double archery range. He's going for crossbows, right? Probably. Very complicated what's going on here. It's as I say with Italians, it is extremely difficult to compete. Especially if the map is like arena scenario. That's a professional player. Damn it. Like shit, this player is not a pro. Of course he's a pro. Very vicious. Extremely vicious display. And he might come with crossbows. He's using his tools as Italians. No surprise. Disrupted my economy. Obviously. You had to. And I'll have to play defensively because there is just no other way for me. Literally no other way. Significant tackle damage, of course. Because that person is aware of what they have to do. They are still ahead, remember, they're Castle Age Italians, and I'm not. I'll keep doing military. I literally froze with that kind of fast attack. I'm not supposed to find an easy way. More than likely they will do like a castle drop. It's going to be very tough. Like 2 forward ranges, I would not expect that. It's a good idea, but still. I would say not very likely that I defend that. I have some better economy for now, but that's not that much. See? Castle. He wants to go fast imp. That's what this means. Or she wants to go fast imp. I mean, under that circumstance, this is an arena map. I cannot win. So how to face this guy? Because he's already producing more vills than me. And the only way is like, if I have... I need this. More gold. Some investments. It has to be like that. There's just no other way for me. With Italians, I guarantee you it will be fast temps. Like, I will be overwhelmed from a certain point in time. And if it's not the case, then I'm lying to you. What's doing siege? What the heck could I do against that? Do another town center. I need to do at least 2 more. This. What will I do? This. Let's stalk him with walls and buy time, although there is no time when I'm facing Italians. Exactly. It's exactly as I told you. He will come with a mangonel and try to strike me down. And now that I have walls, he'll be forced to do a mangonel of his own. Okay, you want to invest in that kind of strategy. Fuck you. Done. Wait. Wait. You're too lucky. You're too lucky. Let's buy time. Let's buy time. Shit. That's bad, that's bad. What's going on here? This is like a hyperspeed castle drop. We're playing arena on steroids. And I'm not... No, that's not possible. That's not possible. I just have to cancel this game. I'm playing against a smurf. This like too difficult to defend. Like I cannot. Oh my god. Crazy. And I'm just telling you that it's a smurf. It has to be, man. Like I am freezing. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. What can I do? Like I don't have gold. I'm not mining gold, but that's because of the idle time. Very bad. This is the first time I'm playing this map. Also important to note. Against an opponent that certainly is not playing this map for the first time, but probably for the 200th time. And I think that this game is over. I hate it, you know, I like to play games with time and not on timers. Like, it's boring if it's the case of games that get spoiled just because you don't get the right thing on the right minute, on the right second. I think it should be a little bit more creative. I'm hitting, but, you know, he has the military. I cannot mess the mangonels unless I do this. I will do this. He's going for the fast strategy, you know. It's like, how can I push if I'm being pushed? The Italian's guy is hyper speed. Now I'm unlucky here. I'm unlucky with that shit. I cannot buy myself an Imperial Age castle, that's the point. So even if I go imp, I will not be able to capitalize my gains. I cannot do trebs if I don't have castle, if I have not even time to make a castle. There's no time, the guy is Italians, it's just rush, rush, rush. At least I have that. Let's close that barrier. Shit, I really won't have time. The rams are coming and I cannot stop those. My god, chaotic map. And he's got ballistics. Hyper complicated this. I'm doing like what I can. Emergency situation. He's doing those things. I will need that. I will also need... He's trapping me. Trap, trap, trap. The guy is just like crazy. Doing... Just because like my mangonel come to the other side, it doesn't mean I'm failing. It's just that this guy is a micro nerd. This is arena. This game is arena. I'll have to ban this map because it's arena. Arena maps is you don't do that shit on minute 28, 26 seconds, you're dead. It doesn't matter if you have everything right on 28 and 27 seconds. And the chaos that unfolds, you know, because I paralyze on 20 things once 10 things have been paralyzed. And that's exactly where these guys are praying. It's very difficult to get this. I need gold from my mangonels. I don't have my gold mining going on. Like, I could do this. Don't. And I'm going to do this. Stalking as much as I can, but every stalking I do is going to be very difficult. And he's got very hyper range, like probably 11 range. Breaking down the walls. What the heck is this? Oysters? Okay, I'm not familiar with that kind of thing. That's probably another mining gold source. I'll do like emergency buildings, which I highly doubt that will succeed because look at his crazy score. At her crazy score. Now that's too perfect. I'll do camels. Why not? I will even do fortified walls. I'm playing like on a 30 minutes difference because of this kind of pressure. I'm not used to this kind of stuff. I mean, it's not supposed to be used. Like, who can play like this? Cannon's already crazy. I don't have time for this shit. My god. Of course, you're going to stop my units from massing before I even have time to react. God damn it. Too difficult to fight this. Am I supposed to resign? I'll resign in this kind of game. I think I'll resign and just move on and ban this arena map. Because arena maps are so unfair. They literally mean if you're late, it doesn't matter if you do your military things right. You cannot play on time. Everything is based here on speed, my god. I got heavy camels, but... Oh my god. Do conscription. I'll do at least one upgrade here because it's disgusting, this. He's got ballistics. He did armors. And he already is like doing... Like, what is this? I don't have time to mine. There's no gold. He controls the gold. I don't. There's like some gold here, but yeah. His Genoese counter my stuff. Unless I do this. Kill that, kill that, kill that! And he's got more cannons now. No, there's no way. No way for me to play this game. But shit, of course. Two cannons, of course you can play with me. I cannot. But you can, I know. I'll run slower. He runs faster. That's how it is. Hate that. Because he's stopping my units from massing. He's like... Everything is like hyper speed here. Like, what can I do? I can't do anything. Camels. Look at the kind of crazy buildings he's doing. I'll be housed, of course I'll be housed. I tell you that this guy is a Smurf account. It has to be a Smurf. Too aggressive for 900 elo. Too aggressive. Like I'm doing the Byzantine spam, but that's it. And he's kind of like using attrition on several points to distract me. And I cannot play on even one single flank because he's got already military. I cannot do those upgrades. I have like a tremendous lack of... I have to do this. Queen that, queen that, queen that, queen that. I'll do just more skirms. And I'll get that. This is ridiculous, a play of every strongest shit you can do. My god. I think I also need cavalry, but... It's a ridiculous game here. I don't have food to make skirms, he controls half of the map. Like... It's a Smurf account. Like, I know it is. This has to be a... Yes, yes, it's a Smurf. Okay. I'll tell you. So it's a cheater, because he doesn't have team games. One team game is not a team game. I knew it. I knew it. It was a Smurf account. If he doesn't know, please just review what Smurf is. It's the main problem of this game. Everybody knows it. And obviously if you're a Smurf, that's a Smurf account. I mean, of course I cannot win against a Smurf. It's not your real yellow. This was a Smurf account. And a Smurf account on steroids, I would also add that. So there you have it. I knew I was facing an impossible guy and we're going to ban him. You know, I don't mind losing against a player who is trying his best, but if I'm losing on the ladder against a D-ranker, you know what exactly is a D-ranker? It's someone who is 3K or 2K, creates an ELO account, then deranks that ELO account to 100 ELO, and proceeds in playing in 100 ELO account with 3000 ELO skills, which is cheating the game, basically, right? So I have to, it's just honesty purpose. Imagine the quantity of players that I'm denied to play because I have to face the 3K Smurf or the 2K Smurf in disguise. And it's a bit sad because I could have just chanced to play against similar skilled opponents, and instead I end up facing the Hyper Mega Smurf. And I think like that is like we have to resent players within the community. And he has 3 accounts. That's a Smurf account, dude. Like Albendo's. It's sad that players keep creating Smurf accounts after Smurf accounts. This is obviously you see a main account 1.1k. That's bad already. And I know that these 3 accounts are Smurf accounts. You just don't have this little team games. And yeah, it's sad. Um so when I lose against a Smurf and somebody I know is Smurfing, I will say well played Smurf. And I generally am not mistaken in that analysis. Like I just got proven right because in this game the guy had particularly no team games. Like having one team game in his record is like having none. Hundreds of 1v1s and not even a team game. Like it's kidding. Look at my profile. I obviously did a lot of team games, but the point is if I just have like 1 or 2 team games and hundreds of 1v1s, it's strange. And it is guaranteed a Smurf account. You don't need to have like thousands of team games because I obviously play them a lot. Um, but I think it's important that you like instantly a bell rings, like an attention bell rings, when you see a profile that has a lot of 1v1s and no team games. That's a sure foolproof that it's a Smurf account, uh, which is difficult. Oh, we have Canadian player on the other side. Who knows? It could be, you know, the top 5 AoE2 players in disguise. We'll see. Oh, no, I hate it. Hans. Hans is such a nightmare civilization I usually fight. Like I'm also bad when I'm playing with Hans, but when I'm playing against them, it tends to be even worse. We'll see. I think I'll have better chances than in the previous game. The previous game was such oof. No, no. Like beyond impossibles, I was just staying in game after some point in time just because I was just, trying and giving some effort. So to say that at least, I'm not giving up. But the outcome was certain. I would not be winning that game. I was just practicing a bit. The previous opponent said she was a woman. I don't know. That's what the opponent said. You never know what people say these days, God damn it. But I guarantee that it was somebody was using an alt account, a Smurf account. Obviously a much better player, but I mean that's not disputed. It's like if Viper comes and face me in his alt account, of course I will not win him. I'm not sure. Guaranteed not. I mean it's not 100% certain, but it's like 99% certain. I mean I sure will try to play against a Smurf, but yeah. And yes, I do consider smurfing to be an act of cheating because yeah, it's so difficult. It's so difficult on the ladder because a lot of players are like sweating. Okay, good luck. I'm also grinding and trying to like keep my motivation here, even if the environment is not that motivating. Yeah, that's no problem. F- I will eventually like. Will I leave the session or not? I will find like at least one session per week. I will like put it here on Twitch. Like it's the minimal thing I can do. Uh, because not everybody can be online at the same time, yeah. Anyway, good luck, bro. I will try. I will try to play this game. Uh, that should have been done at a different thing. And as for the others that might join me, I mean, you know, my resentment against the Smurf accounts is not because they're giving an impossible play to the non-Smurf. It's because they're actually taking the such hard effort. Get away from my sheep. No, no, you're not gonna take my sheep, dude. Of course I got housed, but I also had that emergency. What kind of weird map is this? He's queuing more villagers than me, and he never got housed because his hands. Smart. Not smart, but just a civ that allows him to do so much. Because when I'm Byzantines, if I get housed, it's like a double penalty. And much worse if my opponent is Hans. By the handle of this account, assume I'm playing a Smurf account. I think it is a Smurf account. Remember that top players exist in Canada, and if they don't have any ethics, they don't have any problem in playing using Smurf accounts. Especially to the ranked players who they don't want to see rising. You know, I tell you that there's like a... those are like the so-called shameful tactics. You don't want to see some players rising if they're not your friends or if you don't have any vested interest. And so you'll try to like make their lives hell to make sure that they don't rise. In a way that you're rigging the competition against them. And why they do it, it's because, you know, some people just cannot tolerate the fact that some good players can be rising, and so they just tear them down. They prefer to have like mediocre players in the middle ranks who will not challenge them and prevent the potential rising players from rising. It's sad, you know, it's that's definitely competition manipulation. Because you're trying to erase your opponents before they can even rise. So instead of allowing players to go to 1.6 or 1.8k, what do is that they cancel the players in the low elos to make sure that they never rise from that. You might say, oh, but that's the yellow pitfall, right? No, it's not the yellow pitfall because not everyone is subjected to it. And that creates like discrimination amongst players. Because you have players who don't have any of the opponents I face, and I have to face all these Smurf monsters. Most of the time, if not all time. The way this match looks, I'd say that we have a Smurf account on the other side, and we cannot win. That's my take. I'd like to be optimistic, but you can't be optimistic in a real scenario like this. You can't. I'm doing all I can, and I tell you that what I'm trying to do is hard. He has to come with a scout rush. That's what I think he will do. His scout is weak. Let's try to intercept him. Aha, your scout is just 1 HP, bloody. Dude, you're not gonna be lucky. I was smart. Let's see what he might do. What could be on the menu here? Is this open yet? We need to check everything. I don't think so. If this is not open... Nope, that's chicken, please. Yes. And, what could we do? Archers. I mean, he will come with those horse archers sooner or later. Fortunately, he also has more veils than I do. I just hate the fact that Hans' player is going to be Hans. Going to get wood. And use the thing to leverage my economy. That's... I will have to transition to farms because they eventually end, right? They're not infinite farms. He's coming with a scout rush. My god, look at this dude. Be my guest. This is good. He invested in the scout rush. I will have time as a result of that. Six. No, I need more spears, at least 3. Okay, you can go. That still was a couple of hits. We should do like market. And an archery range. This here, we need stone as well. Buying this. And let's go up as soon as possible. I'm not sure if archers are good against horse archers. Skirmishers are kind of reasonable, I think. And I will need this too. We have to fortify our place here. Even stables will be good. Let's put a palisade gate here. Damn it. Like, this is open, this shit. Okay, I'll just put a house and that's it. Fletching will be important. And talking about stables, we also need more gold for knights. Double stables, would it work? Or is that just too far-fetched? I mean, I could just keep one stable. Why not? Double archery range. That's what I will do. I think that is closed. Yes. Okay. Okay, dude. We have fletching? No, we don't. Back. It's just from Smurf. This is Smurf. Guaranteed Smurf account. And I need to buy a castle myself. Crazy Smurf account. You're a Smurf. I already know that. Like, intense Smurf. Mega Smurf. And we also have to... Yeah, you have. So, Smurf accounts. Sure. Maybe Hera. What a surprise. The thing is that he's not surprising me because he's already a Smurf account. Okay, so we got a cheater. Cheater busted. He's going to come with another castle. It's going to... Insane what he was doing. This is insane. Like, what the heck are you supposed to do against this crazy dude? It's like, you know, I'm facing a Smurf, and the outcome is going to be massively rigged. I have to use this. I also have to use that. He's coming with knights. And I'll have to do camels. Smurf, man, Smurf. Ah. I'll have to do this, since I'm facing Hera in disguise. He never answered when I told him it could be Hera. Of course he will come here. Shit. Fuck you. I got him here. He'll try to exploit anything. And I'll need camels. Buying time. Every time is important. Every single second counts. This is insane. I mean, very insane, this kind of game. Knights, knights, knights. I think I'm stupid, man. Just because you're Hera, that doesn't mean I'm not aware. Oh. Yeah. How is it, buddy? Now that I also am Imperial Age? How is it? I might be coming against you, right? Thing is easy here. I just need to keep maxing stuff. This game was some intense shit. Know that. He's still coming. Aha, saw that. Saw that. Let's put the camel riders to action. And we need more economy. Let's get to their base. Alright, you're messing CA. If he's messing CA, I'll have to make hundreds of thousands of skirmishers. But you will have the echo advantage in any case. Here comes the swarm shit. Oh, of course, you're going to hit the scorpion. Of course, you're going to hit the scorpion. So it's going to be CA. That's his plan. Need wood. The crazy Hans. And universities. Sure. I also need an adversity, which I don't have. I do. This. He will bomb faster, his hands. Let's make university. And start getting our upgrades soon. That too. It's going to be a massive confrontation. And Hans has the advantage, as usual. Oh, I could use the arbalesters. I forgot about that part. Byzantine castles are also strong. Ooh, what a massive wave here. He's going heavy CA, huh? So I see. Spy time. Yeah, let's bait him. Let's bait him into that. Let's bait him into that. No ballistics. Right. Yep, ramps, huh? Yep, ramps. We are going to have trouble here. Get me more of those. The more, the better. I also need gold. Let's take the gold. Wait. Let's see if I can do that. Shit, man, what is this? A shit crazy load of... spam like there's no tomorrow. What? I think he's having fun with me, this guy. Let's kill that. Oh my god. Crazy game. Capitalizing on every single thing, man. That's a smurf. This is rigged. So, Vera versus normal player. It's a baby's game for you. Uh, I say that this guy was a top player in disguise, and basically, it is what it is. I just say that these guys cannot play. What if you played in your 3k elo instead of pretending to be 1 elo? Like, exactly. You come here with your Smurf accounts and your 3k plays, and you expect me to do what? Wait, I think you don't expect me to do anything. You expect either to see my reactions, or to humiliate, or to just see what I do. I report the Smurf account, which I did, and I'm going to double make sure that you report. So it's Smurf account. You're match fixing the latter games. You know that a 3k clown that comes here is going to match fix this game, and I'm not going to get fair games because I see opponents who are 1.2k and they get much easier opponents. Why do I get the hardest opponents? I complain against that, and I will be complaining against that because I'm getting my elo rigged and passed, while others guys' elos is getting maxed boosted. If somebody's elo is 14k and they're playing less good than me, but they get much easier opponents, of course I'm going to complain. Because if they would be playing against the same kinds of opponents that I'm playing, they would be deranked to 1 elo. And he's watching, so it's like he's trying to look at the reaction. So it's just another clown. I will also um I would like to know what is the identity of this Smurf account, and at least it becomes a little bit more. You start to see through the lies once you figure out that this dude is a clown, a 3k clown in disguise, who only comes here to derank you and punish you and to actually benefit his friends. Then you understand that this is actually a total clown shit. This player here, who probably is Sarah because it's a Canadian player, and I tell you, if you have a top player, he's always doing something. He's probably having a laugh at my expense because he thinks that it's okay to laugh at the expense of others. And I think that these are the people who should be ousted from this game. And I don't care if their elo is top 1, because if you like to come around and bully other players just because they have not been playing Age of Empires since 4 years old every single freaking day, and they had lives, I think that's a testament that these clowns should be removed from the game. And I will keep screaming that to the four winds every single time, especially against those who keep pretending that there are no Smurfs in game. If there are no Smurfs in game, why am the guy who always gets Smurfs against me? Every single time, I don't think there's any player who is facing more Smurfs than me. I see players 1.6, 1.8k who don't face these monsters. So I know that I'm getting the worst part. And if some dudes are getting the best parts and I'm getting the worst part, I say that yes, there is discrimination amongst AoE2 players because some players are getting too easy fights. They might be boosted either for economic reasons, they pay others to boost, or they are friends, or they got some advantage, or it's like, yeah, if you do this to me, I will like boost you, hey hey, or something else. Because every single time I get these 3k clown jerks in disguise. This is not an 800 player. This is just a 3k player using a Smurf account. And it's the same kinds of dudes that keep coming around and they trash the community by saying that, oh, players are improving. No, this is not improvement. This is not an improvement if you see Smurfs creating a multitude of accounts, match fixing a game, robbing a game basically, and normalizing that behavior. That's bullying. And I'm sorry to break down the headlines to you. This kind of bullying is not acceptable for 1k elo situations. This game is a 2k elo. This game is a 2k elo. I'm sorry if you have to use your D ranking profiles, and obviously that's wrong. I think this should be a bannable behavior. The same players who are smurfing on me are the same players who, when they go online, they go on their main accounts, and from their 3k elo main account, they just laugh on everybody else. I think that that's just unacceptable. It's toxic. It's disrespectful for everybody. That's not how you treat people. Probably that's how you were taught to bully others in college and high school, but it doesn't score points in life. I tell you, this kind of behavior doesn't score points. Whoever this guy is, if somebody gets it, if somebody gets this guy, you can serve him justice. Because he's knowingly knowing that he's cheating the game, he's match fixing, he's denying me the fair play that I should be given, and instead he's giving me the most unfair play. It's not just the unfairness that I'm being given, it's also the unfairness in respect to other players. Because while you see other players are being boosted, yes, they're being boosted, and sometimes you watch their matches and you can't help but feel that they're getting much easier matches than I do get. Perhaps maybe because they belong to some secret sect who match fixes games in their favors and match fixes games so that when I play, it's bad for me and it's good for them. And I'll keep complaining about that because I'm not getting fair games. And if somebody screams that they're not getting fair games, you can guarantee they're not getting it. So I will not be watching like other people. That's why I'm very individualistic at this stage. If you cannot cannot take complacency that I'm probably the most smurfed person in AoE2 as a result of my complaints against smurf accounts. So it's a way to punish me, obviously. Um, I just have to say that you have so many rotten apples in this game. And it's time to fix this. It's time to take out the Smurf accounts. It's time to also identify the owners of the Smurf accounts. I think this is public information. We would need to know who is the owner behind each Smurf account. Don't come to me with privacy shits. Everybody should know who is cheating and rigging the match system. Like, would you like to know if your top 10 elo players are having like 500 accounts in darkness, like alt accounts which they use to rig games on lower elo ladders when they're not online? I think I would like to know. And if you don't like to know, then you're part of the same problem. I'm sorry to break it to you. There's a lot of hypocrisy in the gaming community. And I refuse to keep supporting players who not only refuse to address this issue, but finger point me each time I say something about Smurfs. If you have nothing else good to say, if you need to hide the fact that there are Smurf accounts, if you cannot stand the fact that there are cheaters in this game, who are walking away and who are IELOs and come here just shitting on everybody else who is not here before they were, I think that's wrong. And this is my statement. So whoever comes here and you may try to clown me and make me look like a fool. The only fool that exists here is the person that continues to support Smurf accounts. Not the light of this. Whoever supports Smurf accounts, the account boosters, the guys who accept their accounts being boosted. Yeah. So I'm sorry, there is corruption in the AU2 community because I'm not getting my fair games. I'm being systematically deranked. For example, in the weekend I told you that uh, I got 8 Smurf situations. So basically, it's just deranking and punish me. Um, no chance at all. This guy is Smurf. He all scores positive on each of the categories. Not in the military. That's the only situation he doesn't get. Anything else is just complete Smurf situation. And I'm sorry if the devs cannot take a stance against the Smurf accounts. They are the true cancer of the game. And I tell you, not just the Smurf accounts. The main account that is associated to these Smurf accounts. I find it's particularly degenerate that when you go online, you go into these communities of players and they're just cheering for their gamer and they don't care if that gamer is smurfing and cheating on other gamers. I think it's the epitome of human failure and degeneracy if we come to that point. And like we all have to make choices in life, I suppose. The kinds of behaviors you wish to support and the kinds of behaviors you wish to condemn. And for me, if you refuse to address the Smurf issue, you are being the number one cause of the problem. And I'm sorry to break it to you, that's the problem. Do you think that because I got less people watching than these match fixers and game riggers, that's what I call these top elo players who are using Smurf accounts, do you think that I do not fight for fairness? Do you think that my games are less legitimate than guys who are on upper elos because the guys on upper elos are match fixing the games here on the elos I am, not just to make sure I don't rise, but to derank me and to make me look bad as a result of deranking? I mean, you're stupid because I have a voice and I will voice that. I will express that. I know the games are being match fixed. So you can put any shit on screen. You can put on screen, you play bad 10 million times. It still doesn't cut it because there will be one more time when people say, if this guy is so bad, why do they need to put it 10,000 times on screen? Exactly. So again, I tell you, when the system doesn't want you, they want you out or they want you out, they're going to find issues to make sure you don't rise. And I complain that there is some sort of conspiracy, yes, to make sure that people like me are not allowed to rise and that some other people who play worse than me do rise. I call that off. Um, you might say that it's not true. Yeah, fuck you, because if you need to hide the evidence, I put you the evidence in front of you. These games are match fixed. I probably played against Terra. It's a Canadian player, and you know, the top players are also players of Smurf. They don't, I haven't seen any of the top players saying, I refuse to have Smurf accounts, I don't have Smurf accounts, I fight Smurf accounts. You don't see that. So it's a tacit admission that they do have Smurf accounts. And shame on you, those players who continue to support players who are cheating other people's games because they're your friends and you don't care about what your friends do. So if your friend is corrupt, if your friend is screwing other people's games, because he's your friend, because he's nice to you, you don't care about the shit he does to others, right? It is a testament to the community's very flawed character. And it's one of the reasons why I refuse to like go around and I keep my things on stream. I keep my things on stream I voice the concerns, and I also complain about the people who refuse to address this because they're fucking hypocrites. You're fucking hypocrites. Yeah, you can put the red color, you can play the music, you have been defeated, you can do all that clownery, but I'm still thinking that this game is the epitome of clownery because you allow 3K players to dictate the matchmaking of lower elo situation, non-smurf players. It is obvious that when you're forcing a 3K elo fighting against a 1K normal player, I call them 1K normal situation because those are players like normal. If you create an account below 1K with the purpose to cancel players from rising to their true elo, such as this red player, if you're doing this because you feel well by discouraging people from having their fair elo, you're a scumbag, man. You're a cheater because you're match fixing the game system. You're also a coward because you refuse to take accountability for the behavior of the fact that you're match fixing games in the ladder system. You're denying and depriving uh, players who actually know how to play well to rise to their reasonable elo, to their real elo, which is probably double or triple. It's amazing, right? Because you're screwing the matchmaking system to deny and cancel the progression of these players. It's like you don't like to be on the top. You like also to cancel people from having their way. You need to cut the social elevator. You had your way, so what do you do now? Let's cut the way for others to make sure that nobody else comes. Oh, wait, unless they're my friends and they belong to some sect. Of course, then they come, right? And everybody else you can shit on. So you have good people you can play and bad people you cannot play well. Some people you just allow them to rise, and others you just shit them down and pretend nothing happens. Well, bad luck for you is that we keep talking about the match fixing in this game and the blatant cheating. I mean, only if you have to be very screwed in the head to say that if somebody smurfs you 200 times, it's not going to affect your ranking position. It's not going to affect your game progression. And you have to be even more wacko in the head to say that um, that kind of smurfery, which you do against one player and that you don't do against others, is not going to have an effect on everybody else. Because, as long as you can pick up on somebody and you don't pick up on anybody else, it's okay, right? Because the damage you do to someone, as long as it doesn't happen to you, it's right? It's okay. So it's like we have a community of 1,000 players. And if 900 people do not get smurfed, but one, two, or three people get systematically smurfed, you don't care because there are three people out of 1,000. And what is three people out of 1,000? It's nothing. We have to wake up as to what's going on in this world. I keep telling to people, wake up to the degeneracy that you see online. No, just because I'm playing in a degenerate community, in a degenerate system, the most degenerate, I think, because they don't consider smurfing as cheating. And in every other situation, Fortnite, Marvel Rivals, uh, even Counter Strike, what else there is? They all attack smurfing, and they consider smurfing to be a serious disruption of game integrity, which severely harms player experience and disrupts the game integrity. Severely disrupts game integrity. It's not just a minor thing. It's much worse than like using a hacking exploit. And it is just beyond comprehension that the community is not aware that not only this is a bad, of course they're aware that this is a bad situation, they just refuse to say anything. They're like dormant, lethargic. They just accept it. Man, you have to fail as a human being to not point out the extreme corruption going on in this gaming system. Like, would you like if Hera or Viper would come into your ranked ladder games to derank you on purpose, just a way to punish you? I don't think you would like. But guess what? Since that shit doesn't happen to you, you don't give a shit. You don't give a fuck. You probably even like them to derank others because, hey, that guy is not my friend. Oh, that guy, we don't care. It's like we can shit on him. So you create a hierarchy of people that you can cater and a hierarchy of people you can shit. Is that it? My God. Like this is a reflection. You might think that I'm triggered. Yeah, you think that internet is just a show. Oh, I'm just going to put out this video, and I'm straightforward and honest with you. This game is like cheated. I say here, yeah, nobody's listening, but I give the case. So, um, another Smurf clown rigging the game without consequences. So I tell you that whoever can get the Smurf clown and apply injustice, you're just exercising divine rights because he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly he was cheating the game. He was coming here on purpose to derank me. It's all the shit. I never had a single chance against this dude. A clown, a troll. Whoever says that this guy is not a smurf is a hypocrite. And I'm sorry to tell you, but in AoE 2, in forums and like in conversations, especially on Twitch, I'm tired of seeing these players who keep constantly denying smurf accounts. And surprise of surprise, most of them do have smurf accounts. So they are continuing to, how you say, to support this degeneracy of clowning games, of making sure that some people like me, in particular me, have the most unfair games possible and derank me because who is going to watch people who are getting deranked, right? Or the purpose is to humiliate people to derank them, to kind of try to make them look bad. And I tell you, just like in politics, when you need when you need to humiliate someone, or when you resort to throwing mud and shitting on someone and make him look like the villain, this guy is villain, you say that, it will backfire on you, I tell you. It backfires tremendously. You might not give a shit, but it will backfire to you worse than shit. And that's my take on you. I'm keeping this on YouTube video as a proof that I'm not getting fair games and that there are people in this community who want to make sure that I do not get fair games. I think that's tragic that players who are far more mediocre than me and who are in far higher elos because they were before me a few years ago, they can still continue to climb normally with easier players. And me, I may know all skills that they have and far more, but because I'm constantly matchmaked against hyper mega smurfs, not only I don't rise, I am deranked. And that's an issue. This is like the issue I told you about game fairness and game integrity, the very thing that has been denied to me in this particular gaming context. It's also one of the reasons why I've been doing like other things, because why should I invest in a place where you deny me the rights and the opportunity to grow? It's like I'm trying to apply to a job where the people who are hiring already have such a serious bias against me and they're going to try looking at every excuse to make sure that I cannot apply or that I'm sidelined as soon as possible. And there's just no trust in the system. So like you might say that I'm rambling here on my own. I'm not rambling. I'm talking about what's going on. And it's not my problem if you refuse to address it. Because perhaps for you, an opinion is only right if 10,000 people come around and say yes, yes. Well, spoilers, it's not. So I will talk about the fairness. And I report each of these Smurf accounts for systematically crushing unfairly the game fairness and denying players their right elo. So already two Smurfs, one Smurf clown. I'm going to like put them all. It's important to put them on chat, and then not just to know the handle of these Smurf accounts, but to know who is the main account associated. And I tell you, if you can't serve them justice, you're exercising divine right because these people are cheating. They're not saints. They're guilty. They're guilty, and I don't care what the law and the systems. These people like to harm others, and they like to rig games. They don't respect their opponents because they're match fixing the elo system. They could just go here, go on multiplayer, and where is it? Play in unranked. They could play unranked. But no, they don't do that. They need to come in ranked and cancel your progression. That's not teaching. That's denying others the opportunity to learn. That's exactly the opposite. So instead, I'm going to like copy paste here. First, the previous Smurf clown. Even if I'm the only person who is like actively hunting these Smurf accounts, I will do it. Like, so one Smurf scum and another one, I know that they were Smurfs. And second Smurf scum. So what's good? Do I actually have like my chat going on here? I think yes. Yeah. So that's we can also try to link their accounts. I'm going to put you for one and the other because we have this good practice of figuring out these cheaters who should be sanctioned for their scumbaggery. So for example, this guy here, no team games. He has like what? Zero team games, nothing. And this guy here, what is the other one? The other one is this. This guy is a Smurf account because he doesn't have any team games since 2022, and he played like two or three, which is ridiculous. Uh, so this one is account with no team games almost since 4 years. So uh, account has basically 4 years or five. Five. And I put you the information because I'm transparent with you, unlike these Smurf cowards who are hiding their nature or being hypocrites towards players and who are denying their fair chance because it's more important for them to humiliate others instead of actually giving them a fair chance they deserve. Fairness for these people is I will only give you a fair chance if you're my friend or if you belong to a certain sect. And if you're not my friend and you don't belong to a certain sect, it's like I can attack you without consequences. Sad. Sad. That's all I have to say. But eventually, I tell you, the truth will come out. We will know who are these villains, and they will have to face consequences and accountability for their action. Not under the current degenerate legal system, of course. But I tell you that it will be an improvement for mankind when we start hunting down these people who are just denying others their right to play a game, to learn, to just be themselves. And I think that I will fight for that. Any justice served is more important than 1,000 people clapping for idiots. I tell you that. Whoever cannot understand this doesn't get shit in life. So, with that said, we're going to back to the clown world. And yes, we are recording this evidence because it's important that people know the humiliation, the scorning, the denial, the deprivation of fair opportunities that some players have been facing in these games. Because it's like some people come around and they steal your toys and they don't have any consequence. If somebody comes around and steals stuff or messes up with me, they will face consequences. This is what happens. You do harm to me, I will come back with interests. That's how it works. And if it tells you, if they say, oh no, but do good to others, do good to others' neighbors. No, 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 it's not like that. You have been warned. You do shit on others, you like to have fun at the expense on shitting on others and think that there are no consequences or your consequences will be cost effective, prepare. You'll face trouble. You'll face consequences, the ones you deserve, not the ones you want. It's uh, the law of life. For every action, there is a reaction. But perhaps you're too clown. You spend your time smurfing on the forums. Everything in life for you is a computer game, and certainly shitting on others. And you think that you will always have a free pass for all you did. Continue to think like that, and you will get nasty surprises in time. Because you know, I'm still around. You're still humiliating me, but I am still around. So don't you get it that I'm like recording each instance where I'm getting like smurfed, bullied. Don't you think that there might be a logic behind this? Because then people will be looking at who are these people smurfing? Who are these cheaters? And it's not publicity like the criminal, the publicity given to the criminal. I'll face this guy because I don't see any level 3 awards. I was checking that. So for some of you who keep like looking and expecting to me if I quit, if I just, yeah, you continue to humiliate others. In time, there will be consequences for your actions. And I am not referring to the first game you smurf. Like I'm like taking note of each situation. So whoever you are, you can be top player, you can be the worst player. If you like to come here to smurf on others and think that there are no consequences to bully, to harm, to humiliate, to shit on people, if you like to laugh at the expense of denying people the right to a fair game, and even worse, if you don't mind about others having not fair games, prepare for that. You will face consequences. And what kind of consequences? Well, I'm not going to say that. But I'm going to say that for each action, there are consequences. I also tell you that people will have no sympathy for cheaters, for smurfs, for scumbags and dirtbags who are spending half of their time in the internet denying other people the right to play, to have a fair game, and to just do their lives. Nobody will mourn those individuals. Nobody. You know, it might actually be even worse than you think. The ground that the ground worshipped by these smurfs and the people that worship them might be actually salted. So beware. I have no regrets regarding the denouncing the extreme corruption that we're seeing in AoE2 these days. And I tell you, it goes in a two-way street. Discrimination of some people who are being denied fair games, and boosting of others who are extremely mediocre, or mediocre compared to those who are not those who are smurfed. And these people keep getting boosted. So it feels like it's a double disadvantage. Why are we rewarding people who are like mediocre in their play, and we are punishing people who actually know to have their shit together? I mean, I'm sorry, but that's what's taking place. I'm exactly in the same situation where I was like 2 years ago. And I don't care, like at this stage a long time ago, I didn't care. I come here like either to relax or get like some off time play in the midst of like an extremely stressful daily environment. That doesn't mean I will not be taking any action. I do think that this opponent, yeah, it is a Smurf. I'm already reporting him because it's a Smurf account. I know it. I've seen it, the ranks. No need to say to him, you know, they're dishonest. I'll just place you that he's playing Franks. He's a Civ picker. Doesn't play anything else. And let's see, not here. I'm putting on the window, right? Here it is. Only Franks, Civ picker, no team games. Instant Smurf. Instant Smurf. So this guy already has been reported for smurfing, and I'll tell you that's a third Smurf. I'm more interested in reporting these scumbags who are coming online to just deny people their right to a fair game. And I'm also placing the reason here. So what was it? Only picks Franks, no TGs. That's the reason. That's a Smurf. Don't tell me that it's not. It is. It is 2 billion% Smurf account. Now let's get back to the play. And because I'm not even going to respond to this guy. Let him wander. Let him wander in life. Why I stopped it. He's probably, yeah, confused. If I'm facing a Smurf, I cannot win the game, you know it. But I will report them. I will goddamn report each Smurf that I see online. Because you think it's funny to come around and cancel my games, right? But I don't think that is the difference. I don't think it's funny. And I don't care about what you think is funny. If I don't think it's funny, you're not heading for good. We live in a shit show world right now. And I tell you, it's not good when I tell you something is not good. But I actually come here like to play a little bit of SimCity and relax. And I'm being sarcastic, yes, because that's the only play that is kind of allowed to me at this stage. Probably should do this. I'll also be banning this map because it's arena. I call the Smurfs scums because what they are doing consistently over several games is deny players their right to a fair game. I'm probably the only person in Age of Empires that praises game fairness above anything else. And I will talk about any issue. If I see it's popular or not, it's irrelevant. I'm not governed by corrupt elections or rigged elections. I'm governed by what's right, which is what some of you will never have in life, and I will keep saying that. So, already said, Smurf, do you think I didn't know? So I'm making him look like a silly idiot because I knew that he was smurfing, and now he realizes that. So I probably is like confused. I'm not going to put my strength here. I just did my I accomplished my main goal, which was to identify this scum who is cheating. This is an American account, so somebody was smurfing there. Who knows if they're being paid to smurf on you, on me, in that case. But I do know it's a smurf because I told you. This guy only plays with Franks. Out of all the civs in this game, he only played with Franks. He never played with anything else. And he has no team games, which is, again, pathetic. Oh, Smurf got in, huh? Okay, you found the hole. I will plug that hole. Oh, there was still two holes. Okay, Smurf idiots. This time he cannot get it. Just look at the score difference. I mean, it's okay that I can come here around and play games, but it's no longer a game when these people take enjoyment out of depriving people like me of the right to a fair game. And I know that, so I come here like for different reasons. You might say noble reasons. Hyperspeed fast castle. It's 17 minutes. This guy's already smurf busted by 10 billion times. And it's just sad that, you know, this is the typical play you have in this game. Then you wonder that the game is dead. Why some people are pathetic. Do you see this guy here named Faceman playing against 1.9k players or 2k players? No. So why is he playing against me? That's the quick question. I see other players online when they play AoE2. Why they don't get the players I get? Why do I only get the worst types of players? And it's no wonder that these people have conscience problems, because knights, knights, knights. Just knights, 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 right? Everything is about... I mean, look at the score difference. He's already Castle Age, it's non-shit. 17 minutes Castle Age, why not at 13 minutes? Ridiculous. Keep doing that shit against the Smurf. And you know that I do not condition my position to views. I'm not hypocritical, and I'm going to stand against anything I deem wrong. Remember that I'm not bound by any sort of law that dictates what I should think or how I should think, and I will not tolerate that here. I will always find a way to, like, continue my work. So it's a good idea not to attempt to do censorship, because that's provoking anger. And I'll keep telling you, if I don't appear here because somebody is pulling the strings, you will find out, and people will condemn it. It's never a good idea to try to silence voices or speaking what's going on. Silence in a way to cancel, of course. It's an act of cowardice. If I take the oysters, will that be faster? Who knows if mining oysters is, like, better? He has a town center earlier than me, he will boom faster than me. Thing is, I will try to catch him up. Exactly. The oysters are the key. Okay, you can take that. Or so you thought. What a smurf, man. Actually, you have to have a mining camp here for these things. Holy shit. And where is my scout? I have to go through that side. Trying to sneak his shit. There it is. Stables. Okay, I got the point. He's about to go out. This is a Smurf build. What should I do here? I know that there are some people who know that I'm being smurfed a lot of times. Like, they're so full of... like, they will not say that I'm being smurfed because, like, there's cowardice. But they know I'm being smurfed. And they like me to know that I'm being smurfed without saying that. Like, accountability is not their strong, obviously. You do camels. Knights, knights, knights. It's just knights, knights, knights. Okay? Of course you're imp. You're the champ, Smurf, right? And I'm not. I'm just a dump who's pretending to win a Smurf. Or not. Actually, I already won because I reported you for cheating on the ladder system and stealing people's right to a fair game. I'm going to make this. Spikes, spikes, spikes. Probably Cavalier, 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 right? Everything is in that logic. No upgrades, just units, units, units. Like how this guy would not be a Smurf. Smurf, Smurf, Smurf. That's what we have here. We just have Smurf account. Higher score, always suspicious. Try to get my upgrades properly. He's already setting the attack plan. We're going to need siege. A lot of siege. We're going to need a lot of siege. As I say. We're here. Mining camp. To get things like this. Damn it. Back. We also need chemistry and ballistics. I don't have those. Shit, let's go back. No, 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 no. And Smurfs wins because this is a raid game. Yeah, of course, right? It's like, this clown. What can I do? Oh wait, I know. I can't do shit because this guy's Smurf. This is the part where I say GGGG and that's it, right? Like I also cannot get my onagers. No, we're not going to get in. I'm not stupid. And I'm going to do this. Cannons already. Absolutely crazy. The guy is a Smurf on steroids, to make it worse. You know what the term steroids means? It means that it's just a crazy dude who doesn't... Every means is justified. Of course I know that there is a gap here. He's also doing those things. Look at that crazy squirrel, a son of a piece of shit. I reported him. You know, I'm playing against a 2K dude. This is not fair. Disgusting. I'm just wasting my time with that piece of shit. It's not a, I'm facing a piece of shit, so it's just Smurfs at this time. So three games, three Smurfs. This game is a clown. So this game is a clownery. This AoE2 game. You cannot get fair games if that happens. If out of three games I get three Smurfs, you know that it's not fair. And I don't believe that there's nobody playing. I believe that we have Smurfs hunting me down who want to make sure that I don't get fair games. Because I want to keep my aim, I'm going to keep two more, and then we're going to put another Smurf video of the shame that is this gaming community who allows certain gamers to face very, very, very unfair games, and some gamers are just having too easy games. Sorry, it's not fair. Like some of us have the times of their lives and easy games, and others are having the worst. That's not fair game. We're not getting balanced games, but we also are getting shitters on the ladder system. And I reported all the three accounts that were disrupting the ladder system. I'm also going to report this guy now. Because when I'm queuing, I know that I'm facing a D ranker. Look at how many of these are. This is the player I just played. Guaranteed. So it's the only. That's a Smurf account. Let me look in the ladder system. Yeah, this guy has thousands of games, but he only plays Franks. Precisely 2,801 games. This is an account from the United States, and it surely will be a 2K player or 3K player. He also plays Arena a lot. That tells you miles about this type of player. Also, I will tell you, if you're looking at his stats, he is winning every single game, which is very strange. So let's explore this scumbag of a Smurf. Not only the fact that he plays Smurfs, only plays Frank Civ, so it's Smurf situation, nothing else. You have to be sick in the head to just play with that civilization and nothing else. And you see, one game, one victory, two games, three victories, three games, three victories, four games. For each game he plays, he wins. Just look at this. I'm the only guy. If you pay attention, because some of you probably will, as to the things that they just do to me, like cowards. Some watch the cowards I face. 55 minutes. I'm resisting more than anybody else. How can you claim? How can you claim that somebody who knows how to resist against a Smurf piece of shit, who is 3K probably, is an 800 player? You just cannot admit that. Look at this, 55 minutes. And his average is like 30 to 40 minutes. And he shits on everybody else he plays. Look at the previous streak of victories that the Smurf has won. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You win 7 games in one day without stopping? Are you kidding me? Guys, where is the community? I will keep um I will keep addressing this piece of shit. So in the future sessions, I will always come here and I say, how come this player who's a Smurf is not banned? I mean, he's a Smurf. Like, I would like to see the Reddit forums scream that this guy's a Smurf. Literally scream. That's the only logical answer. That the only logical thing I would expect. Like, what happened? What happened to the community? Are we getting too cowards to say that black is black and white is white? Freaking jerks, man. I mean, it's so obvious. I'm going to point you out every single time. So the next sessions, I'm going to see, do you know this dude? Well, you don't. Well, you have the obligation to know. 7 games all in a row with wins and victories on the course of 2 or 3 days, only with Franks. Hmm. You know, I bust the Smurf, and I also take pride in the fact that we are getting these bastards. For each time they play, I will get them. I will look at their accounts. I will do that shit, and I will record in YouTube so that you understand that this shit will not disappear. But don't use it as a trophy. It's not a trophy. It will come hunt you down. Very important here to know what's going on in this game. Did I ban him? Yeah, I did. Next. If I see Faceman again, of course, I just Alt F4 without any problems. Because I can look at my profile. How is it possible that I only get defeats and some Smurf only gets victories? Like, this is not normal. This is not normal. I faced 3 defeats in a row, and all the 3 defeats against 3 Smurf accounts. It's another American account, so it could be a Smurf account because we're getting a lot of American accounts that are Smurf accounts, probably owned by the same person, you know. You know, it's canals. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go to Alt F4 because canals is arena. So as a normal player, what I will do, I will come back online again and I will ban arena. Oh, sorry, arena too, because this is called canals, right? I forgot about that. So you can explain to me why the owners, not just the accounts, the owners of these accounts are not banned by being Smurf accounts. Smurf, for example, here, Smurf. This one was a Smurf. I defeated him. So it is the only situation of a Smurf defeat, and this one as well. If I'm recalling, yeah, I defeated this guy for Smurfing. But these 3 guys are hyper mega Smurfs. Why are we tolerating these players here? Like freaking hypocrites. Not me, because I'm being Smurfed. I know what I'm talking about. And one of the reasons I record this in YouTube is that uh, I take it as contempt. Those who, for example, they know that I'm online in Twitch, but they refuse to watch me as a way to bully me and say what you say is irrelevant. So it's the need to make you invisible, to render you like non-valuable. It's like a way to scorn your own very existence. And that's why I also put it on YouTube, so that people can watch and see exactly what has been taking place. I don't accept narratives made by idiots, by corrupts, or scumbags in this game. I say what's been going on, and this is the only true narrative. And yeah, I'm very strong worded because what you have been done to me, these Smurf scums, is no small shit. They're like these high school kids who like to bully on others without consequences and think that the legal system and everybody is going to protect them because they think that they don't have to face consequences for their shit on others. Well, warning, they will have. I'm watching here. I'm watching all these scoundrels who probably started to smurf on me when once I started to be online playing this game like 2 or 3 years ago using different accounts, and they still continue to do so. But the difference is that now I'm tracking them. Now let me think. Yeah, I need to ban that. I was thinking about what I needed to do. I'm going to ban that map. Not that I want Scandinavia, but Canals is just arena. I'm sorry for that, but it is. We'll be like getting because I believe we're going to be deranked in the next 2 games. We're going to face. It's a race to the bottom line, you know. My elo is going to be Martyr elo because we have Smurfs in this game, and I will proudly be like Martyr against people who are cheating this game. Who decided to rob players of their true abilities, and I'm going to keep that not as an example of what happens, no, as an example of all the shittery that has been taking place in this game. And I'll publish it and I'll leave it like in public sight, so that everybody is forced to watch the shit that has been done in this game. This is not going to be like in a little private lobby where you bully the non-smurf player and the non-smurf player just stays in the corner against this bully. No, I'm going to empower myself and put this publicly. That's the reason why I'm putting on YouTube, so that there is evidence about each of the smurfing situations. And also, congratulations to the clown world who refuses to act upon bullies who are using video games and internet to smurf, to deny players fair game. Or a particular set of players, you know, when they say, no, you can have a fair game if only if you're my friend, or if you belong to some sect, right? Like if you're part of my pals, you can, but if you're not, uh, we're going to make your life hell. Hmm. I have not watched this if this opponent is a smurf or not, but considering that the 3 previous opponents were, this also will be probably. A lot of talk needs to be done in the forums regarding certain win-loss ratios and the players behind that. Because unfortunately, what we have in the lower elos most of the times is Hyper Mega Smurf against Smurf, or Smurf against Smurf, which is very excluding for honest players who are not Smurfs, because they're always going to face 2K players who cannot play in their main elo because they don't give a shit, they want to play here. You know, it's like something I think we all should know. like, how many hours do the players who got a main account play when they are offline in their alt accounts to derank other players, to cancel them the right to fair progression? It would be interesting to know that. And I will keep this in this echo discussion in for YouTube, because otherwise the echo disappears in the black hole of inaccountability of the people who just harm others. And so you understand what has been taking place. This map is also arena. All the maps here are called arena. It's just about castle drop as fast as possible. I would prefer another game that it's not just about castle dropping your opponent as fast as possible, but it's also a way to figure out where is the smurf. The smurfs always like to play fast and furious. They don't like to play in a fair setting. And when they play, they want to make sure that you have it difficult. The anatomy of Smurfs, by the way, is losers in real life. People whose main joy derives of denying others the right to a fair situation. So typically bullies. You know, all that bling bling about, yeah, so look at these pro players. They're so great streamers, like these 2K players, 3K players. All that bling bling goes away once you realize that they're smurfing, they're cheating. They're even humiliating players on the backstages instead of giving them fair chances. And worse, they're boosting accounts of their friends or people they want to rise. That's corruption. Dude, that's corruption. Trying to move as fast as humanly possible for a non-smurf player. And I always do the emphasis of a non-smurf. Look at his score difference. That already could be indicative of a smurf. A smurf will always progress faster in score, and he should be banned for smurfing. I also say to the people who have nothing good to say, if you just have to shit on people who are complaining against illegal cheaters, hell, just move away. That means you cannot stand the truth. And if you cannot stand the truth, it means that you have something to hide. Which means you're dishonest. He's also exploring me. Did not. Oh, and Bloomdville. One bill down, Smurf. You liked it, right? One bill down, Mr. Smurf. Why would you do barracks? Because you like to go for a militia rush, of course. Well, in that case, as soon as I get the possibility... Bingo. Yeah, you got it. Should I be scared? No. I'm not scared of denouncing Smurf accounts. Like, the internet is so filled of shit these days. Huh. We need to make more archers as well. Okay, be my guest. Get here, and we're going to repair that site. Another archery range. This, that, and the blacksmith. That should be the next thing. Why are you here? I think he's planning something. To keep moving, then the fletching. This. Man at arms, huh? Right. Some bad micromanagement against Mr. Smurf. Not Mr., but Scoundrel Smurf. Just two more. Of course, you're already up because you're a Smurf. How wouldn't you be up? Let's come here. You went fast. Moving knights. Fuck you. Get lost. You're trying to make knights? Smurf is disgusting. Imagine the amount of, like, disgust you need to feel towards yourself to be a Smurf on the other side and rig the rig matches like mine. Imagine. Like, it takes such a great degree of human failure to come to that point. I should scout. You know what we're facing? Arena nerds. I need wood. This. Arson, I suppose. Oh, he's messing behind, huh? Interesting. Mhm. Oh, yeah, be my guest. Smurf. Interesting. Let's attack. He's got higher score though. Okay, you do that? No problem. I'm going to try to do something about that Smurf. Holy shit. Forgot about that. Alright. Have to do this. My villagers get idle because of unknown reasons. Other camps. Look at all the army this guy has. Trying to prey on every of my smallest distractions. What is this? Where's men at arms? Two castles because you really want disgusting. Of course, it's an Imperial Age castle. Wow. How am I not surprised about that? Can you explain me? They don't have mangonels, I realize that. Imagine the level of shenaniganry it's required to play against these smurfs. Yeah, let him do the traps. That's not a problem. Doesn't mind to do that shit. We'll fortify the walls. Now we'll do stable. Perfect. Buying time. Time is of the essence. I also need siege. The Smurf is going to be vicious. Already doing Cavaliers, no upgrades, it's just going as fast as possible. Finally. Against Hyper Mega Smurf, I still managed to fight something. No, 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 no. Where is the villager? I mean... This is disgusting. I cannot select my villager. Repair this shit. Get lost. Holy shit, it's open. Why you just don't build where I tell you to build? Why you don't build here? If I give you an order to build, why you don't build? It's ridiculous. Like non-stop pressure by the Huns player. Get back and close this freaking door. Smurf piece of shit. It's a smurf. Like, how do you fight a hyper mega smurf on steroids? His aim is just to come here and steamo, steamo, steamo. I'm fighting a smurf. So I will report him for being a smurf account. And I call them D-rankers because that's what they do. I'm facing a 3k clown to humiliate me, you know it. And I will always complain about scumbags. Scumbags. I might lose my voice, but I might not lose my will. I certainly will not lose my will. You see, he's trying to humiliate me by destroying that. Get lost. Get back here. Not only I have to face the Smurf, I also have to face rebellious villagers who don't want to help me. Of course, to all this, it's too long. So when you start to see players on UK, well, start to wonder if this game is actually a 1 EULO game or actually a 3k EULO game. Thinks that I'm stupid. Let him think so. Let him think so. I hate the players that just come here to give you a bad time, and instead of respecting and acknowledging your opponent, you just try to fool them. Ah, I get it. So you're playing on that. Petards. Ah, now you're trying to place things here, so I think probably paladins, 10 million paladins here, right? That's probably a splay. Well, actually not. I'm buying time. That's the only thing I can do as a non-smurf player. I need to remind you that. It's beautiful when you're not a smurf and you're not rigging games. And you're playing against someone who is playing the game to match fix it. Camels. He doesn't have he doesn't have onagers. That's the only thing I know he doesn't have. That's so annoying for him, right? He thought that he was the all-powerful guy. Yeah, steamrolling as fast as possible. Ah, you come on this side. You thought I didn't know. You thought I didn't know about this, huh? Of course I have I don't know how many Idlevilles, because it's a freaking pressure. Where the heck are my villagers? Why are they not? So use this. Taking all the gold in the map. That's how Hans is going to play. He doesn't like me. He really doesn't like me. No matter, I will build. You know, if I'm facing a 2k clown who wants to troll me, and I'll just do what I have to do. Freaking loser. He's not even using upgrades, he doesn't care. It's just, let's smurf and that's it. We have nothing else to do in life, just smurf. You don't have onagers, right? You forgot that, buddy. I do have the need for capped rams. Yeah, sure. Oh, you destroyed my trap, right? You're such a smartass. Just keep spamming. I know what's going on here. Maybe not. Actually, I will do this. I'll start spamming more. Oh, I have bombard cannons. I forgot about such an important tool. Holy shit! You got fucked. You thought you would come here and I would not know? Get lost. So... But he's coming here, so I have to be fast as well. You clown piece of shit. Oops, still open. But you know, I'll close it. Yeah, you want to do that? You want to do that, buddy? Be my guest. And I'm going to convert your cavaliers. That gold will run out, and I'll keep doing my spam. I have this pocket of gold. I have better capabilities in terms of military maneuvers. I don't care. We'll just place a further corner. Oh, you're trying to kill my units one by one with your traps. Since you cannot get any further use with that, you know, I'm going to make this even more walls, and because I'm not that stupid here, I'm going to close this, and I'm also going to close this again. These Byzantine walls are so cool. Ha 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 ha. What a frustrated piece of shit. What a frustrated piece of shit. And I'm going to use my cannons, buddy. No? They work. We have to do something regarding that. It cannot be. Boom. Uh-oh. Bombard cannons. Desperately firing against the bombard cannon. One lost. Ah, now you don't like it. Ah, now we don't like it, that, huh? It's not that funny when I have bombard cannons. Oh, and I'm going to kill that. Oh, that hurts. I'm going to place this here. And sometime I will get to attack point situation. What a clown, this Smurf account. Literally a jerk. I'm going to take this gold. And we're going to do camels. Oh, that's... Where is my cannon? Nope. I get it. He's using a mangonel. Doesn't he know that mangonels have no attack round on... Close this, thank you. Perfect. Get back. I never told you to go there. And now that he's got a trap over here... Let's attack. More of these. Do you think I'm interested in your stupid conversions? I'm not. I'm not, frankly. Oh. That it's just a bunch of nonsense. You think I lost my will to fight? I haven't. Just... no. Where is my trap here? No, that... literally, you should change position. Where's my cannon? Killed because of I could not micro like a nerd? Is that it? No, I heard the cannon fire. The cannon is still here. Spam, 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 spam. Where's your gold, Mr. Hans? Where's your gold? So I need farms. Ridiculous, the Smurf account. Absolutely ridiculous. And I will need my bomber cannons over here. Probably something already taking place in the midst of this confusion. I can have redemption. Perfect. Your gold units got killed. I'm going to give a bad time to the Smurf, because I don't like Smurf accounts. To start my economy again. It's really that demanding. And I'm sure he has some plan. Everything was so calculated. From this dude. He will try to break through at some point. Light cavalry? Freaking dude. He disgusts me. Serves you well. Smurf. This is a Smurf defeat. And every time there is a Smurf defeat, I celebrate it here on chat. Unlike some other dudes who pretend they don't fight, they're fighting Smurfs who are actually not Smurfs. And when I'm actually fighting a Smurf, that is a Smurf here. Yeah, so frustrated. Where's your onager? Yeah, let him watch. It was fast, fast, fast. Using a light cav. No more gold. He lost his team. I turned the tide against this little bastard. I deserve this win. Fully. Fully. And you know what would be an even better thing than this win? Have this account, people who have these kinds of accounts purged from AoE2. They are literally cheating at this stage because this is not an 800 elo account. Ah, look. Look who I defeated. A dude without team games. Tell me it's not a smurf. Freaking telling me that. Defeated. The smurf got defeated. For those who think that this is not a smurf account, please give a look to his AoE2 insights, and you'll find that he doesn't have any team games. I mean, an account without team games and just 1v1s, what it is? What is it? Oh, and guess what? He only plays with Huns. So that's also another information. This was brilliant. The only defense against a dude like this who cheats on the ladder system and cancels so many good players is this. This should be like championship level. This is not 800 situation. The dude was so incredibly fast. Watch his APMs, watch his all his stuff. I mean, he tried to play it on speed, but that was too quick. Guys, for me, I'm completely off. Like at this point, I don't have anything, any other energy for anything else. This was really an exhausting game. I was thinking, oh, I'll do like two more Smurf games. You know what the outcome will be? It will be like Smurf. Amazingly, I did defeat a Smurf. So please watch again. I'm going to put this on YouTube so that you know that I also defeat Smurfs. I report Smurfs either ways. You know, once I see players who just have 1v1s and don't have team games, I know instantly they're Smurf accounts. Especially if they only play one civ. Ridiculous, right? A game that has 30 civs and they just play Huns or Franks or Italians. He didn't do any upgrades. Lazy guy. And I did all the upgrades. The good guy won. Trying to raid my economy with this. Like, Didn't he thought that I would eventually double wall because he already came with petards here? I think the guy was desperate. The guy was just desperate, and in the end, desperate never works. And this proves that in real life situation, the quickest guy is not the best. This is the example of how someone who has his shit together, even if he's not smurfing 25 hours a day, is actually a much better person in real life. Look at this. I think that's extraordinary. So that's exactly why I will put the session, because amidst all the scoundrel that smurfs me, and which I cannot have any chance to beat, eventually there comes like the miracle game where I defeat a mega smurf. Wonderful. I'll leave you with this great picture and this amazing castle. That's how I'll finish the stream, and this will be available on YouTube so that you remind that in this session I was able to beat one big smurf. I'll see you in the next time.